The finale of Stranger Things was hot garbage. I waited 8 years to see the entire story, only for none of it to have any true consequences for any of the characters. Spoiler warning from here on out, so if you haven't seen the finale, please watch it and then come back to this video. You're telling me you can't even truly kill off one of the main characters and leave it up for interpretation? What is this, the ending of Inception? Why don't the Duffer Brothers have the confidence to end it with a true bang and kill off a few characters at least? They did it with literally all of the best characters in the show, but not any of the main cast. We killed Billy, we killed Eddie, we killed Bob, and we even got rid of Alexei? What is even the point of introducing these new dynamic characters that actually brought good acting to an otherwise mid-show? Before we really get into the failed executions of these characters, no pun intended, let's talk about the season as a whole and how it led into the disastrous finale. This is by far the worst season of Stranger Things, which with its $400 million budget should be the complete opposite. Give me $5 million and I can make a movie about a man dookie-ing and it would be more entertaining. Actually, you know what, forget $5 million. Give me a 19th century camera and I could cook harder than this. 11 mods the whole season. Mike is useless. Well, that's every season except one. Lucas is out here hitting the visit run like he wants some chicken pot pie under the house.
Here I come.
And Will's gooning. And Nancy's cocking back the sights of her gun to reload it. Everyone else in the show besides those characters is just an afterthought. This season was incredibly rushed and not dense at all. The season has so much filler garbage, like the whole military plot, with no real substance to keep me entertained for more than a few minutes per episode. This is not to say there are no good things about this season, mainly the soundtrack and the visual effects, but the part I really cared about is the story and the way we wrap up these character arcs. Season 1 and 2 had much less visual effects, but actual great writing and acting for the most part, and this is supposed to surpass all of those? I mean, there are more stakes in Madagascar than this entire last season. When did the season really make you fear for any of the characters not making it out? They even subtly foreshadow people dying constantly to never actually go through with any of them besides Eleven's sister, which nobody cared about anyways. For example, when Steve and Dustin were picking out their weapons for the finale, only to say, "If you die, I die." Regardless of this, the show writers came up with the coolest looking design for the Mind Flayer's true form, and you would expect him to put some work in, only to have him just be some big monster that gets killed in 5 minutes no problem. You're telling me a fucking 9,000 ton, 9,000 feet tall telepathic alien from a different dimension isn't packing any of these teenagers up? It chases them and moves way faster than they should, even almost killing Dustin at one point, only to not really matter and just be some big CG demon for the characters to fight. Not this creature of legend we've been led to believe for 8 or 9 years. The thing is, this show is completely built off mystery, but you could see everything in this season coming from a mile away. We knew no one was in danger, and we knew they would defeat Vecna and the Mind Flayer. With none of the main cast dying, it makes all of this feel meaningless and empty. Am I really supposed to care more about 8 who have only seen in 3 or 4 episodes in total, rather than any of the main characters? Why didn't Steve die when he fell off, and giving the characters some sort of panic and angst going into Dimension X? Take for instance the second Hunger Games movie, when Senna dies and she has 30 seconds of pure pain and agony before having to be put into the Hunger Games, only to have to overcome that and lock in. Just that simple change alone would have created so much more tension going into this huge final battle. Also, this 2-hour-long episode and half of it has nothing at all to do with the fight against Vecna. Why isn't this whole episode that fight instead of another hour of Robin yapping and taking up half of the episode with her annual monologues? This fight has truly lasted for at least a full hour or an hour and a half of the finale. Instead, we get this 15-minute fight, which is supposed to be the grand finale of this show. It was an absolute joke how quickly the Mind Flayer and Vecna were defeated. Also, the ease that they beat both of them with is purely comical. There was no challenge. There is no threat to anyone's lives, besides maybe Nancy's at one point. But this should have literally been Omni-Man versus Invincible levels of action, but instead we just get a copy and paste of the Season 3 ending with how they defeat that monster. And all of them know exactly how to defeat this. They are so well prepared for the Mind Flayer despite never seeing its true form, not knowing anything about its true powers, or even what it really is to begin with. But I do love the look of the Mind Flayer though. It was actual aura the way bro emits out the ground, and he's housing Vecna, that's genius. But anyways, I truly believe that the length of this fight was its biggest downfall, since it took 5 seasons to get to a remedial battle that didn't challenge 11 or any of the other characters. And why is Vecna so nerfed? Isn't he supposed to be this all-powerful being? I understand he was being stream sniped the whole time.
Cause you gotta be gay to keep stream sniping me at every game. You gay. I cut on KI. You stream snipe me. I cut on Tekken. Stream snipe me. I cut on Street Fighter. Stream snipe me. I cut on Soul Calibur. You stream snipe me. I cut on MK11. Stream snipe me every time I cut on the game.
But that's no excuse to limit his potential by such a vast margin. This man was literally attempting to terraform universes together, and Joyce can kill him with an axe? Why doesn't he use his mental abilities to trick them into thinking he's dead like he did with 8? Why does he never overpower Will or 11 and make it seem like he actually has a chance to win at all? No, instead he instantly gets bodied, making everything prior meaningless because there were no consequences for any of the characters, besides Vecna. I would now like to give the floor to the one, the only Blueman Films, as he's going to give some of his thoughts on this season and series as a whole, so please go check out his channel and show him some love too.
As I was watching the series finale to Stranger Things, all I could ask myself was, no stakes? This episode was somehow more underwhelming than the Gen V finale.
It was all I had! Now get the fuck out!
Keep in mind that the main characters had no idea what they were getting themselves into. They only took Vecna into consideration, yet they have every single thing they need in order to kill this unbelievably ginormous monster. And they instantly devise the perfect plan with no holes and perfectly defeat the Mind Flayer with no issue. I've always hated how easy the characters solve their problems in this show. Within the span of 4 seconds and looking at what's around them, they have everything figured out. The popcorn just started popping, and Lucas over here with his flathead screwdriver at Fade, staring so intensely at the microwave because he just hatched the perfect plan to execute. And they always have to use these convenient visual aids to make their point clear. Oh, vinyl records! It's like how Holly's mind is apart from her body. All we have to do is put the mind back into the body like a record back into its sleeve. Like, you can't just tell me that? These whack visual aids are not what I mean when I say I want visual storytelling. And my god, can they quit with these 80s pop culture references? Yes, Dustin, I did watch Return of the Jedi. Do you have to blatantly make it clear that you're ripping it off? And don't even get me started on the lack of character deaths. Before the episode started, I said, what are the odds they only kill off 8 and that's it? And it happened. The Duffers even baited us with Steve dying, but that obviously wasn't going to happen. They just want to get a reaction out of us for no reason. I'm honestly surprised they kept Ted Wheeler alive. What terrible people Mike and Nancy are, never asking if their dad is okay. You can't ask to see your mom and your dad!
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Omni-Man's your dad?
Ted is the goat of all goats, and his own kids don't even care about him. I'm glad they brought Mr. Clark back, but bro somehow got less screen time than Black Noir. And where is Dr. Owens? Bro was handcuffed in that bunker in Season 4, and there's never a single mention of him in this season. I think bro died of starvation down there, and no one cares. I mean, what was I expecting? Actually decent screenwriting? I'll turn it back over to Sublime now so he can finish off his thoughts. I appreciate the collab, and I can't wait for more. Blueman Films out.
Before this video ends, we need to talk about the elephant in the room.
Francine, happy birthday.
Lucas's barber was the true villain of this season. My man single-handedly defeated the Mind Flayer when he gazed at that fade. Like, we really finally fixed Will's fade, and now Lucas gets his haircut with bush trimmers? Cha-cha-cha-chia, fade-ass boy. A Tree fade-ass boy. Grown-ups 2 fade-ass boy. Finally, I got that out, but I just hope you guys really enjoyed the video and can take at least something away from this. And I will catch all of y'all on the right side up.